had also been killed outside the embassy compound by the enormous blast. It had been seen for what it was, a simultaneous attack on America and Egypt's secular government. Dewar had finally agreed to the meeting with Lahoud, one of the world's leading arms merchants, because Lahoud could deliver what Dewar wanted most, weapons-grade plutonium. Lahoud claimed to have enough to make a nuclear weapon. Dewar was buying. Today Lahoud had only a microscopic amount, just enough to prove he could bring more. The instant Acacia triggered his pen, it searched for the L-band GPS transmission from the 24 satellites. 2 were high enough to be useful deep inside the dim room. The pen quickly calculated its position and fired its encrypted burst transmission. He hoped to God the transmission went out and was heard. But he knew if the Americans received his signal, all hell would break loose. High over Sudan, Lieutenant Kent Rathman, Rat as he was known, waited with the rest of his SAS team, a special operations group of the CIA, as they orbited in one of the Air Force C-17s. He stomped his feet on the hard deck against the cold and looked at his watch again. He paced back and forth in the belly of the noisy jet. The other team members watched him. They were accustomed to his boundless energy and intensity. Rat leaned on one of the Toyota Land Cruisers painted as Sudanese Army vehicles. The Toyotas would be the first out the door if Rat's team was the lucky one, the closest team to the agent on the ground, known to them only by his code name Acacia, a name selected by the CIA's random word generation software that had come to rest in the tree section. The 4 C-17s were strategically placed. Each carried an American Special Forces team in a quadrant of Sudan. Each was ready, eager to jump out of the large cargo planes as soon as the meeting was located. The meeting was expected to last only 30 minutes, no more. They knew they wouldn't have time to fly across the country to get to the meeting. They had to hope one of the teams was on top of the location when the signal was received. They had waited the night before but never received the signal. This night they had launched again. Their hope had waned as they orbited past 11, then past midnight. Rat squinted in frustration at Groomer in the low light. He didn't need to say anything. Groomer had worked with Rat for 3 years, first in Dev Group, the Navy's secret counterterrorism team, then in the SAS. In the Navy, Groomer was a lieutenant, junior grade, and in Rat's SAS team he was the executive officer, or number 2. He knew exactly what Rat was thinking. If one of the other teams gets to go, it will be wrong, unfair, and unjust. They'd prepared for this mission 3 times before. They had orbited all night twice before, all for nothing, because Dewar was always suspicious and had spooked. But this time they thought it would go. He was believed to have picked a location so remote that he would feel secure, confident that no one would sneak up on him unexpectedly, and certainly not in 30 minutes. Groomer walked over to Rat. Rat looked at him quickly to see if he had new information or data that Rat could throw into the hopper that was turning furiously in his brain. He didn't. He just wanted to chat. "What do you think? We gonna go?" "We deserve this." "'Cause it was your idea?" "No," Rat smiled. "Because it's us. We always deserve to go." Groomer smiled back and fingered the camouflage paint on the Land Cruiser. "Hell, Rat, if it were me, I'd just drop a bomb on these assholes and vaporize them. Why do we have to go in?" "You heard Jacobs. They want Dewar alive, any cost. Otherwise, you're right. 1 airplane off a carrier, 1 JDAM, these guys are gone. They think Dewar will open the entire worldwide operation for them. They just need the right can opener. We're it." Groomer shook his head. "Not just vaporize them." It was the Global Hawk that received the weak transmission, the pilotless drone flying 65,000 feet above Sudan. The signal from Acacia's pen was fainter than expected, but the reserved frequency was unmistakable. The drone instantly amplified the signal and relayed it to 100 waiting receivers. The Rivet Joint RC-135 received it as soon as the Global Hawk sent it off. The officer monitoring the frequency quickly relayed it to all the special operations teams, then examined the chart superimposed on the screen in front of him. The location was automatically marked in southwest Sudan, one of the remotest parts of the country. He sat back and waited. "Bingo," Rat said as he stared.